Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my nonsense. I don't do intros, not really feeling it. Well, that's a horrible way to start a video. Anyway, last time I played, I had been in contact with my buddy Matt in the Varrock mines, got up to 26 mining. I've done some fishing and some cooking since then. I'm really looking forward towards a goal of 40 cooking to be able to make cake. Got some training in with magic, got a ton of crafting done. What I did for crafting was I went over to Varrock. This is where I was mining with Matt, and then I ended up mining rune essence for a while, and then I would mine clay and run it to the bank, and I think from there, once I had banked like 100 clay, I went to get more iron. And from this bank, I used the water source with 14 jugs in my bank to make like 100 soft clay. And then I was running from this bank to the pottery wheel, spinning pie dishes. And then I banked, I think I have 90 some pie dishes banked, and I'm really excited to go back to the cooking guild with those at some point. That's going to be a lot of cooking XP hopefully, and it will also be more food in the bank, all of which are good things. In the meantime, I'm working on a clue scroll. I know Iffy is in Varrock. I have a chef's hat because I killed goblins, but I need a red cape, and I believe that means that I need red berries and coins, and I need to trade those to Aggie. So at the moment I have 0 coins and 0 red berries, so I'm going to have to work on that. And I've been working on pausing these recordings so that, you know, I do something, but then there's not just a bunch of filler. I try to fill the filler with talking, but I don't think that's everyone's thing. So I'll be back with more riveting gameplay once I have made a little more progress. Alright, so I've got some red berries, and I found an imp on my way to Draenor, so you know we're going to take that out. And I don't think I had the red bead yet, so that's just awesome. I don't know how many imps I've killed. I could probably check the collection log or the loot tracker or whatever to get a better guess of that, but as far as I'm concerned, I might have only ever killed 3 of them, and I have 3 beads, and that makes me delighted. And if this is a duplicate, so be it. I don't know if they yeah. Oh, I'm an Iron Man, so I will never be able to just kill an imp and get 2k. That's like almost as much as killing a blue dragon if you only, like, we're selling the hide or something. That's actually so much. I guess it's because everyone, you know, everyone has to do that quest. Alright, let's take a look in the bank. Yeah, I didn't have that beat, that's great. I think I just need 1 more then. But yeah, I try to take them out every time I see them. I'm working on a clue scroll right now where I have to... It's the chef's hat, it's a red cape, and I think it's blow a raspberry in front of Iffy, in front of, in like that one shop in Varrock. So let's get these dyes made. I would like red. Okay, make some red dye, please. Okay. Can I, if I use these on her, will she just make them for me? Oh my gosh, that's so huge. Alright, perfect. Alright, and then I'm gonna stick around just long enough to pick up another tomato and cheese because I can use those to make pizzas later. But let's see, can I dye this cape or do I have to get a different one? Oh my gosh, incredible. I'll pretend that this is an obby cape. It's been black, it's been red, it's basically already obsidian. And then I think I'll need these for, if I go to do, I think it's Goblin Diplomacy? Yeah, I think you need a bunch of dyes for that one. I've been saving woad leaves and all of that other nonsense. So hopefully when that comes around, I'll be prepared. Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording again. Hopefully when I come back, we'll be on to the next step of a clue scroll. Alright, we have cheered for Iffy, and here's Yuri. Can you stand me? What? You've been given a casket. Okay, so that was a 1-step clue. And we got a herring and an oak shortbow. Is this good? I don't think so, right? Up to steel arrows. Okay. So that's cool. Alright, I want to know if the priest gown has a prayer bonus. I feel like it doesn't. I think I want monk robes. But I want this brown apron, so that I can eventually enter the cook's, or not the cook's guild, the crafting guild at some point. So there's 4 coins. No, actually, I'm gonna sell all these. I didn't make them myself, so those aren't even mine to really eat, right? That's how that works. So let's get 1 brown apron, 1 peat gown, and 1 peat gown. And then let's see if these have any prayer bonus. Oh, they do! Okay, great, awesome. Well, that's best and it's not. I'm deluding. I'm having delusions of prayer if I am to believe that this is anywhere close to best in slot. It's just not. Also, my cape is red now, so I'm not thrilled about that, but I guess it just is what it is. Alright, let's get this stuff stored, and I will see you guys the next time I have something to report. I think for right now, what I'm going to work on is, I would really, oh my gosh, I actually just, if you take away the hat, I just look like a cleric, like a starting character in D&D. Good golly, okay. Now I think what I'm going to work on is, I'm going to go, I have all these pie dishes now, so I can go cook in the cooking guild while I'm here, so I'll do the first one just so you guys can see how I've been doing it and make fun of me for it later, and then we can, yeah, I'll pause the recording until another time, but I would need to bring pie dishes, yeah, because that's what I keep getting caught up on, is I keep having all the ingredients, but I keep running out of pie dishes. So let's do, I guess I'll do like 15 at a time, maybe? Or no, that's too many. What I should do first is get all of the dough made. Okay, so I'll check back in with you guys in just a minute. Alright, so I thought the last time I was at the cooking guild, I had left it fully stacked with flour. I thought I had left like 28 in the hopper. As it turns out, I left 0. So we'll just go through the whole thing, start to finish real quick. It's not gonna be real quick. I have to pick all the wheat by hand and then operate the hopper, but it, you know what I mean. It's not as bad as it could be. And I'll have to go back for pie dishes or something like that. But yeah, first things first, we need some wheat. So I'm gonna zoom in to make the hitboxes on these just a little bit larger, because otherwise, like you saw just now, you can click on the blank space of the dirt. I don't know why these have such accurate hitboxes when it's like such an unused, or I think it's an unused feature of this game. I feel like once people have Recipe for Disaster, they don't do this, and that's why you see flour on the Grand Exchange for like 300 gold, or like pastry dough, for example, was 300 gold the last time I checked. I don't know what a pot of flour is. I guess I'll have plenty of time to check, but yeah, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to pick up some extremely hitbox accurate wheat, and then we're going to grind it to a pulp at the top of the cooking guild, which for whatever reason, I always thought you needed 40 to get into, but it's only 32. I have been trying to check the milestones for when you can get into the crafting guild, because that's the one that I'm super interested in. I'm afraid that one might be 40, which is only bad for me because 15 more levels of making pie dishes. But other than that, it's not that big of a deal. So this is where I was getting the pie dish before. I would just have to get it one at a time. I can't go up the stairs. I'm having a really hard time going up the stairs. Alright, so we'll fill the hopper, pull the lever, fill the hopper, pull the lever. And once I've done that like 2 times, I'm actually gonna just start picking stuff off the tables, because I need pretty much everything that's on those tables. So we'll free up 4 inventory spaces, and then what I can do while I'm making everything else is I can get some wine going. So pick one of each of these up, and then I'm going to free up 4 more inventory spaces, maybe 5. Make sure that I can get the pie dish, make sure that I can get all of the other nonsense. So just back and forth, back and forth. Zoom in nice and close so you just go from one to the other, one to the other. And you just do this ad nauseum. And it's really not that bad. It goes pretty quickly. But this is the part that, if you have the Grand Exchange, I don't think you ever do this. I think you just, maybe merch your other items until you can do whatever you want using just the Grand Exchange. You can just train all of your skills by just standing at the Grand Exchange. Yeah, for a while, I didn't understand the appeal of an Iron Man account. As time has gone on, I've kind of understood it. I understand why people do and don't like the various aspects of just main accounts not... Yeah, it's not even that I don't think that people have earned what they have. It's absolutely not that. It's just that the Grand Exchange is very much easy scape. Alright, so let's go. We're going to grind up some more grain. And we'll be able to get... I don't need another pot, and I don't need another... Or I do need another jug because I just turned this into wine. Okay, so fill the hopper, operate the hopper, fill the hopper, operate the hopper, operate the hopper, fill the hopper, operate the hopper, fill the hopper, fill, hop, op the hop, fill, hop, op the hop. I'm not actually going to start singing or anything. Just wanted to kill a little time. Alright, so let's head down. And we're going to grab this pie dish. And one more cooking apple for now. We use the jug on the sink. And we'll get some flour from the flour bin. Actually, yeah, how much does this go for on the GE? Okay, so this is 117. If you take it one step further and you make pastry dough is 227. And you know a jug of water is not worth 100 GP. Even if you're buying them on the Grand Exchange, they're 36 a piece. So it's just like very few clicks for like just insanity, in my opinion. Alright, but the next time we get an XP drop, hopefully that will be because the jug will have turned into wine. So we'll be looking for 200 here, and if not, we're going to have some bad wine. Alright, so in the meantime, we're going to fill the hopper. Alright, our wine went through, that's great. Keep this going for a little bit. That chocolate bar downstairs is something that I want to use to make chocolate cake, but chocolate cake is at like 50 cooking. 40 is regular cake. And I believe non-members can make chocolate cake. It's going to be a while out. But yeah, we'll keep working the hopper while we wait for those other items to respawn. We don't really need them. I have all of these things in the bank now, so it's not really, like, I'm not relying on these pie dishes. It's just, it happens to be spawning at a time that's lining up with when I have this other stuff going on. And you could incorporate running back out for more grain into your grind if you really wanted to. I think I have plenty here. We're just going to keep going with what we've got. Fill this back up with water. Fill this up. Make one more pastry dough so that I have it for next time, and I'll make a couple while I'm here because I'm not going to be operating the hopper anymore, so now I can just kind of fill up the inventory with these little guys. Maybe this is easier if I have a couple more jugs. And oh, I didn't mean to make a pizza base. How much is this worth? Again, 227. So it's like, yeah, that's a lot. If you think about just the minimum amount of effort of, like, buy these two things, combine them. It's not, that's not hard. Does that mean that you shouldn't ever have to do it for yourself? I don't really care. Maybe it should be a facet of construction that, you can, like, in some way dump gold into the game, not to another player, to get it done for you, and maybe that would bolster the economy. I don't know. I don't know how much pastry dough actually affects the economy of RuneScape. Probably not at all, if I had to guess. Alright, so for right now, let's get another jug of wine going. We'll go back upstairs. Hopefully some stuff has respawned by now. I do apologize for making this temporarily useless pizza base, but at some point that will be very useful to me. Alright, that last wine went through. That's awesome. We'll take the grapes and we'll take another jug. Go downstairs. We'll make another couple pastry dough. Make another grape juice. Hopefully it turns into wine. And we'll just keep going. And yeah, this is pretty much what I did from 32 cooking to 35 was I just made apple pies, and then as soon as I had 35 I was also making wine. And it was really peaceful. I was doing it on mobile, so it felt like it was fewer clicks. When I have to move the mouse the whole screen, that is actually, I feel like that is harder than just using the tablet, but not in a way that's like, oh, it's hard. Just in a way of like, okay, this is taking just a moment longer. Alright, but yeah, we'll make that wine, we'll head on upstairs. Nothing interesting happened. Grab a pie dish. And now if I burn some pies, I can just get some more going right away because I'll have the dishes. So let's try and cook these. First failure, first success, second failure, third failure. Give me a second success. Yes, okay. So let's empty these. And now we can make X. I'll go upstairs and grab one more apple, jug, and 8 grapes. So there's the grapes, there's the jug, there's the apple. We'll head on downstairs, I'll make a couple more pastry dough, and at the end of all of that, we'll make some more pies too. Alright, so let's get some raw ones ready. I'm gonna move this up here so that they're closer together in the inventory as I go to make these. I'm not sure if I've had my run on this whole time, but I hope I haven't. You don't really need to run here. You can, you know, get from place to place pretty easily, and generally speaking, I was hoping to be restoring my run energy while I was here because it's like 2 steps away from any given thing. You don't always have to be in such a rush. You can stop and smell the roses and the grapes. Alright, so, oh. I'm almost forgetting something. I want to make this into wine on the way back up. Alright, so let's get that in there. Have I really not filled any of these? Jug. Okay, nice. None of these are bad wine, so maybe this one will be. Alright, let's grab another pie dish and some more cooking apples, and we'll give another go at baking these. Wow, okay. So I might not be, you know, 5 for 5 on the apple pies, but I am 5 for 5 on wine. Alright, let's get these into the oven, on the forge, on the range. Let's see how they go. First success. Alright, 2 for 2. Can I get 3 for 3? No, I cannot. How about 3 for 4? No, I cannot. That's alright. Alright, so we'll clear these out. Go up the stairs, grab the grape, grab another cooking apple, get these reloaded, and head on downstairs. Make a little more of everything. I'm going to swap this jug with the new one and grab another baking apple, cooking apple. Alright, we'll get some pie shells going. Cooking apples on these to fill them up. Alright, and then we will grab another pie dish, keep this all going. Grab a cooking apple. There we go. Alright, one more, head downstairs. And I'll just gradually start to move the finished product down to the bottom of the inventory where we won't be needing it. I already have flour, which means I need water. We'll use these together, make another pastry shell. Alright, we have the 2 of these. This is useful, that's useful. That served its purpose, that served its purpose. Nice. Alright, and I don't want to clog up the inventory too much to make it hard to keep making the pies, so we've got an unfermented wine going here, and we'll head back early. And there's no pie dish yet, which means, yeah, okay, so the grapes are, I have the cycling to work this way, so grab the grapes, grab the jug. I don't need the apple because I will no longer have more apples than I will have pie shells as long as I continue doing it in this way. Unless, oh, okay, so I could burn them. That's a way that this could get disrupted. So, yeah, let's grab the 2 of these. And let's see if we burn any. Alright, here we go. Can we get 4 for 4? Alright. So far, so good. Looking good. Incredible. One more. Alright, that's a great sign. Okay, so that's a lot of space used up in the inventory now. So what I'm going to do is, instead of continuing with all of this, I'm going to actually just bank. I'm gonna just go walk over to the bank, and we'll keep cycling through this for a little while. You know, it's not the fastest XP, but it is certainly efficient that I'm getting these apple pies and this wine without having to spend any GP or anything like that. You know, it's a pretty simple grind, and once you get started with it, the things will respawn as you need them, and then once you reset, you go, you know, you pick more flour, you do all those things, and it's just a fun little cycle. Also use this pizza base with the cheese and tomato that I got from Aggie earlier. So we just need one of each of those. Use this so that I don't eat the tomato, and use this so that I don't eat the cheese. Great. Alright, so that's a raw pizza. Deposit everything else. I'll keep using that. I don't need notes for these. All of these. Jug of bad wine. Oh, I guess I did at some point make some amount of bad wine. Okay, well, let's make sure that we get rid of that properly. You know, you don't want to dump that on the ground where someone else could drink it on accident. Alright, and now, let's get right back into it. So, I'm gonna pause the recording for now, and I will catch you guys next time I have something to share. Alright, so I finished up with that inventory, and level 40 cooking. I can now bake the cake, I can now bake lobsters. Huge. Huge development. Really happy to see it. And I'm gonna go bake a cake. Alright, realized I needed buckets for the cake because I don't have milk, so I'm gonna buy out an inventory of buckets, bring those to Lumbridge, and milk a cow 28 times. I went to buy the empty bucket pack. How many come in here? Alright, so it has 100. They sell for 2 each, but the pack costs 650. Where is the logic? I guess if I had 650 coins, I probably would just buy one of these and not think twice about it, but it's a huge ripoff. Even, no matter how much, so I think the store stocks 3 total. It goes up 0, it'll go up to 1 eventually, goes up to 2, and then it stops at 3. But even when it's at 1, it's still just 2, so it's like, it's a massive, you know, that's 6.5 coins, that's 3.25 markup, like, that's huge. There's no reason for that. I'm not trying to get ripped off that badly. Like, you can get me on a spade, you can get me on a, you know, maybe a hammer every once in a while, but you're not getting me on the empty bucket packet. Like, that's just too much. Anyway, I will be back when I have the milk. Alright, I have my buckets. I'm back from the gas station. It's time to go. Now it's time to go get the smokes. And I am going to need some dairy cows in order to get that. So we're going to cross the River Lum, past where I was fishing earlier. And we're going to head right on up to these cows. And then I think I would like to go back to either some combat training or maybe some crafting. Hitting the cooking goal ahead of schedule is awesome. I'm already able to cook lobsters, but I think, what was it, the best is at 65 for intro, 55. Alright, so free-to-play cooking, I think, soft caps at 55, because that is the best food. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the kind of logic every new player, you know what, you guys gotta find something else to do, man. I guess that is what else you're doing, but... Alright, so do I click it once and I get many? Okay, great. Did it pull out a stool? I'm on a stool? Where'd I get the stool from? What a crazy animation. It's like I grow udders, the udder becomes the stool. This is like some AI. This is like an AI animation. An animation, if you will. But yeah, I'll be filling up this inventory, and then it'll be on to getting the ingredients ready in a cake tin, I believe. So I will see you guys soon when I have that ready to go. Alright, and we are back from the gas station, finally making it back to the bank now. Let's get these in here, get this over here. At this point, I'm just going to turn public off for a while, because I just don't see the point in advertising their websites. Oh wow, it still shows the messages anyway. Okay, so I just need one of these. We can move the buckets of milk here. And I also need a cake tin. And I'm wearing my chef's hat, perfect. Also, I'll cook up this pizza while I'm down there, because there's less of a chance of burning it here. 100M, weekly giveaways and more. Alright, so I think I just use all of these on the cake tin. Yeah, it does it for me. Okay. So this is an uncooked cake. That's kind of exciting, actually. And then I think if I keep these in my inventory, I don't think you add chocolate until after it's baked, so I think you can literally buy cake, add chocolate to it, and get a minuscule amount of cooking XP that way. But let's see if we burn our first one. Hey, there we go. Argh, what a mess. You successfully bake a pizza. Is this worth anything? Doubt it. Okay, alright, so I'm just going to take my free loot here then, and I think for right now, not really sure how long I actually ended up recording, but I'm going to call it for now. I'm going to hopefully go get some stuff set up on eBay and take a break from this game, but I'm sure I'll be back today, as I always am, and I'll be right back at the grind at that point in time. In the meantime, stay fresh, stay excited about what you're doing, pick up the 4 logs on top of the Lumbridge Castle. It's free, easy, and takes less clicks than whatever they're doing over here. Let's deposit all of this. Oh, I didn't have a bucket before that. Oh, that's right. I literally had to buy them from the general store in Varrock. Okay, so I'll put those with my tools. Great, great. Yeah. Alright, I'm pretty happy with the bank so far. I mean, stuff is looking good. I would have loved if that cake baked and I was able to set that as my food tab, but, you know, pizza's a banger. I should also make some number of red berry pies, but... Okay, yeah. Alright, awesome. Cool stuff. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, love your friends and family. Make sure that if you have a pet or animal, you give them a lot of love today. They deserve it. Alright, bye.